So, Nick, how do you feel about Vegas?
I feel very good, in fact. I feel very good. In fact, there's a reason the Golden Chad has returned as my profile pic.
Okay, hi everybody. Sorry about that. I hate OBS. My computer updated, and whenever my computer updates, it resets all my settings. Hi.
Yo.
It's
Say
Jover.
Hi, it's Jover. Hi.
say your thing. Talk your shit, King. Let your fucking nuts hang.
I hate, I hate, I hate, I,
He
I
hates.
hate Elgato capture cards. That's it. Anyways, let's get on to pick'ems.
No. We have to all introduce ourselves.
Hi,
too,
I'm Luke. I hate Elgato capture cards.
I'm Car Sausage, and I God, I can't wait for October to be over. Just God, what a fucking month.
Hi, my name is Aiden. I'm actually starting to play. I'm actually thinking about playing hockey like before the end of the year, and potentially I might be able to end up. I might end up like trying out for the Sharks, given how bad we are. JK.
I mean,
Bang Niner.
yo, Aiden beer league time? Aiden in a beer league? Let's go.
JK ... unless ... question mark.
No, beer league is like men's hockey.
No, I mean for the
Yeah.
Sharks tryout thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Nick Man. It's somehow not Jover.
It's not.
We're Barack.
Yeah.
You're Brock.
Anyways,
I'm wondering how many penalties I'll get in beer league. Most people are wondering how many goals they'll get. I'm wondering how many penalties they get.
no,
Yeah,
you just gotta just
get
dunk
ready to
those.
speak box, buddy.
It's super casual, chill. Beer league hockey. People
Yeah,
can skate.
yeah. If you actively try picking up penalties in beer league, no offense, but you're an asshole. Like, people are just there to have fun.
I think it probably would be less about being mouth and more about recklessness.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, after computer hiccup, oh, what a nice dime from Shador Sanders.
Yeah,
touchdown,
Colorado.
Colorado. What a dime.
He's gonna look so good in Vikings purple.
He will. He will.
Yeah.
All right. First item of the agenda is pick'ems.
Gender.
I said agender. I wanted to be fancy or something.
Pronouns.
All right.
Oh God, Lord.
First up, we got a very big, very huge, very big, ginormous. One of these teams is going to the college football playoff. The loser is just have fun in the. We'll just have fun in the bowl game. But since both these teams have a very realistic shot at the college football playoff, Oregon Ducks, Washington Huskies.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the real college football matchup that's gonna decide bowl game or playoffs. You know, Iowa State, Cincinnati.
Shut up. None of this.
Alright, so regarding this, probably biggest game of the I would argue biggest game of the season up to this point, Oregon Washington. This is gonna be a very even game, both offensively and defensively. And personally, the fact that this is in Seattle, you know, for Washington, the Huskies and stuff, and considering they did beat Oregon last year, I'm going to have to give the advantage to Washington, so I'm picking the Huskies.
I don't know. just for some reason, I don't know. It's tough to bet against Oregon. I guess that they're in Seattle, but honestly, I'm hedging my bet to this and saying Oregon just for chaos.
Spencer.
I'm going the Ducks. I can never count out Bo Nix and them.
Fair enough. I looked. If there's any Twitter page that, if you're just a fan of college football, I highly recommend that you go give Stats O War a follow.
See, I thought you were going to recommend the Sickos committee because,
No, Parker
we're
Fleming.
basically ripping them off.
Well, but Stats O War, really good college football every week. He does the deep analytical numbers for all like FBS games. He does it for all of them. And when I was looking through his, I want to see, this is a morning slate. I want to find his. There you go. Okay, so big thing is
Nice burp.
Thank you. With the advanced stats, Oregon 68.29% to win with projected 39.79 points. Washington 37.71 with projected 32.66. The thing that stood out to me the most was Washington's third down success rate. It's only at 42.5% versus Oregon's 59.6%. And their rush defense success defense rate. They can't stop the run according to Deep Foe Analytics. Oregon has a lot of better statistically. Oregon's just a lot better all around. But what I think they're counting out a lot on is, I think this is one of the best teams that Washington has assembled. Michael Penix Jr. and Bo Nix. These two guys, they are fighting to be drafted in the first round. This game is not only probably going to determine who's the most bowl eligible, who's going to go to the CFP play, but it's probably going to determine which player is about to make $50 million in the NFL. Fully guaranteed.
Rookies don't make that much anymore.
Well, their first 4-year contract, they get a big signing bonus and around $32 million for their full probably like $40 million. But their first big contract is fully guaranteed.
I thought it was I thought Sam Bradford ruined it for everybody else.
No. Are you kidding me? Do you know, most rookie Trevor Lawrence is like $32 million and it's fully guaranteed. All contracts, I think within about the first 45 players, it is a fully guaranteed contract. Fully guaranteed.
Really? Then why am I thinking that Bradford made them reconsider, how much they give rookies?
Oh no. No, it's only gone
Probably
up.
considered it, but never did anything. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So these two are this game could be the difference between, say, for a first round selection for these guys to maybe a late second, early third round selection for these guys. They're fighting for that. I think this is their last year of eligibility for both guys. Maybe I think Michael Penix could have another last year for Michael Penix too.
I think so because he's played here for. I'll look at how long he's played because I know Bo Nix has been here since 2019.
This is Bo Nix last
year. He's been playing since 2019. Penix has been playing. Oh yeah, Penix is definitely his last year. He's been in college football since 2018, so definitely his last year.
Yeah. So both these guys.
You make them sound so old, and then I realized I'm so old.
I know.
Yeah, I know. They sound old, and they're both 23, which is still young.
All of it, right? With everything being said and done, this game is huge for both of these guys. It's huge for both of these college programs. Like, the loser has to hope that USC beats them. That's what has to happen. They have to hope that UFC beats them, and then they also lose again, so that way they can play in the Pac-12 championship. And as we learned, the committee always puts the championship in. If UFC won the Pac-12 championship, they would have been in the they would have made it to the college
Big
football
dance.
playoff last year over probably TCU. So, or no, sorry, over Ohio State.
Yeah.
Ohio.
Ohio State. So, this game is huge. It's not one of those like last season, end of the season style games. It's, now it's literally now or never, and that's putting it lightly. I think this game, I got to give it to the home team. I think Washington is going to win this. I think they're going to win this game. And we'll see whatever happens down the line. But this game, like, even if you're not a college football fan, this game is must-watch TV. It's going to be a very fun game to watch for all. Like, this is probably the Pac-12 championship, or it will be USC Oregon or USC versus Washington. But this right here could be the Pac-12 championship tomorrow.
The last one.
The last one, yeah. I mean, both these teams are going to be in the Big
Perhaps.
Ten. But, man, this is one of the...
I mean, I'll say, depending on how things go this season, I would not be shocked if this is not the last time we see them play this season. Depending on how things go, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, you think this might call for like the Pac-12 to come back from the brink of death?
Not...
No,
No.
I'm saying with how strong Washington and Oregon are, I could genuinely see, even regardless of who loses this game, depending on how things go, I wouldn't be shocked if we see them back playing each other in the Pac-12 title game. Because personally, in my opinion, these are the two best teams in the Pac-12.
100%.
Anyway, do we have any more college pick'ems?
Yes, we got 3 more
Yes.
games. But I'm going Huskers. So I'm going. All right. We got UNC versus the drooling brain pile of goop, a.k.a. the lolcow.
Yeah, North Carolina, next game.
Yep.
Yep, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
It's Drake. I mean, this game has stakes, but I don't trust the head coach.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should trust the U after what happened last week. Nobody should fucking trust them.
Nope. I
Wait,
literally...
who's UNC playing?
Miami.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking
That play.
the brain rot of the CFB.
That was
Yeah, you gotta think of
without
that
a doubt the dumbest thing I have ever seen. And this is, unfortunately, to Taylor Van Dyke, this is, the dude's gonna... Dude, if I ever see a quarterback go when, in your gut, it's the wrong thing to do. Like, in your gut, deep down inside, that what you guys are about to do is going to cost you the game. Take the knee. Doesn't matter. Take the knee. Football IQ had to have come in there. If you're the quarterback, how do you just take the knee? Take the knee right there.
Well,
How
here's
does
the thing. Here's my thing. Mario Cristobal should have been fucking fired on the spot. I'm saying that right now. Because here's my thing. I don't call for coaches to be fired because of one play. Unless, you have a history of sucking ass. However, when it is a play that egregious, that fucking stupid, and that just flat out idiotic, which, by the way, that's not the first time he's done that shit. It's just... What the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know.
We've hit a new level of Mr. Beast.
Oh, hey, Ozza.
That is... Oh,
Hey,
oh,
Ozzy. What about
just
taking
me
you-
ranting about Mario Cristobal.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget, remember, kids, Oregon's the best team. Oregon's going to win it all. Oregon's the number one team. Oregon's the number one team in all of college football. Oregon's number one. Oregon's number one.
Iowa
Oregon's number
State.
one.
Iowa
Oregon is the
State.
number one team.
Iowa State.
Mark my
Iowa
words.
State.
I'm not trusting any of you guys after last week. Like, it's utterly insane how Luke was hyping up so many teams, and then literally everyone just didn't even play. 1-3 is insanity.
Eh?
It's insane that we call ourselves professional sports shit posters, bro. It's utterly insane.
Remember, it's not
We can't even
professional
guess.
if you don't get paid.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hold on. Also, look at my evidence. Look at Tree's World Series predictions this year. I rest my case.
Do you think he gets paid?
Sponsorship money.
Okay. You probably owe me a bit of money on some of the thumbnails. Let me tell you something.
You know I'm good for it. You know I'm good for it. I'm just a little bit tight at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm good for you.
But yeah, in conclusion, Miami is poverty.
Mario has a brain made of actual fucking mushrooms.
Yeah.
Rich Goldite is better than Mario Basketball.
Mushrooms is putting it kindly. Mushrooms is being kind right there. Which is
I
gotta say this. I just want to say this. Miami, I highly suggest after seeing what happened on that play, you need to hire a man who knows all about making safe play calls. The Miami Hurricanes need to hire Joe Judge as their next head coach.
No. They need a man who's well experienced in football in Miami. You know, somebody who knows how to properly lead an offense.
Yeah.
Adam fucking Gase, baby!
It's time for the return. The return to Miami, Adam Gase.
Hey, I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
Other games.
All right, next game. All right, UCLA versus Oregon State. Even though yes, it's Pac-12, it's still a very good game.
I'm going Oregon State at home. Oregon State at home is just a different team.
I'm going Oregon State as well. Oregon State.
Yeah, give me the Bruins.
Oh.
Yeah,
What they lack in regular talent, they make more than make up for in clutch.
Oh, so you still good
Yeah,
with
my only thing with UCLA, they're very talented. I like what they have, but yeah, that Utah game really exposed that there's a lot of work to do for them on the road. And unfortunately, Oregon State is a great home environment. So, yeah, I'm still going.
you still
just
good
making my
with
case.
the Beavers? Did he leave? He left. Okay, never mind. That awkward decision is over. That's tough. Cause the fun faux analytics, the funalytics. I believe this game's happening. Ends in the night slate.
I'm taking Iowa State then.
Shut up.
When in doubt, pick Iowa State.
Yeah, when in doubt, pick Iowa.
Yeah, when in doubt.
When in doubt, pick Iowa.
Oh my God! It's Brock Purdy out of nowhere. He's donning the Iowa State maroon and gold. What is happening?
This is such. I want to believe in UCLA. I do. I really do. I was, I'm an easy bitch to impress.
He really is. All you need is a dog wearing a Seahawks jersey, and he's head over heels for you.
Yeah, I mean,
ladies, take notes.
Mm-hmm. I really want to go UCLA, but I feel like UCLA, there's kind of 4 tiers in the Pac-12. Okay, I'll join 10. I feel like there's 4 tiers in the Pac-12. There's the top dogs: Utah, Oregon, Washington, and USC. Top dogs. These are all going to be, like, whenever these 4 teams play each other, these games are going to be very good. And you got the second tier, Washington State, the Beavers. Beavers are going to be really good. UCLA is in that tier, but they're like in between. They're like this. I consider them like the same tier as Colorado. I don't think they're quite the tier 2 in the tier 2s quite yet. They're still going to be good. I group UCLA and Colorado together, and there's tier 4, which is just, I mean, I put Arizona in tier 3, I guess. Arizona State, and then there's Stanford, and then there's who are the Cal.
Tier 4 is the fun tier because that's when you get teams like Hawaii and Colorado State.
Well, no, tier 4 of the Pac-12. Pac-12.
Wait, is Hawaii not Pac-12?
Hawaii is Mountain West.
Oh, they're Mountain West.
Oh. Well, you know,
And
Mountain West is
Colorado.
the real shit, you know, it's like...
I agree.
I agree.
Mountain West supremacy.
I agree. I'm on that. I'm on board with that. I like Mountain West. I gotta get into the Mountain West because I think it's absolutely funny that if any game is played in Hawaii, it starts at 9 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh, dude, it's the best, you know? Fucking middle of the night Buffalo Wild Wings. You're like, fucking... I'm like fucking 4 beers deep, like 10 beers deep. Oh like, shit, Hawaii is playing.
And you're looking at this like, do I continue this path? You weirdly are like, you really dig into it. And I think also kind of like the funniest thing is, I think there's something that there's this group of people that I think will never be beat. If there are live on the East Coast, work a morning job, and they're a diehard Hawaii fan.
You know that they have, like, meth up the ass.
And then they have church the next day. That's
Dude.
the curveball. That's the curveball I throw in. I think that
you know, praise the Lord and pass the meth cap.
There's somebody that's out there that's like that. And I think that's incredibly hilarious. But I'm gonna go Oregon State. That's what I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna go Oregon State. You see, I want to go UCLA, but I've done too many stupid picks already. I'm gonna go Beavers. All right.
What do you mean, done too many stupid picks? That's our gimmick, doing stupid picks.
Yeah, I know, but I went 1-3, bro, in college, and I'm genuinely trying to go 4-0. I'm genuinely.
Yeah, good work with that, buddy.
All right,
Yeah,
last game.
And one more.
USC versus Notre Dame.
USC.
Yeah, the Fraud Bowl. The Fraud Bowl.
Yeah,
This is gonna be an extremely high-scoring game because yeah, there's a reason USC might as well be called Swiss Cheese University at this rate because, oh boy, that game last week against Arizona was the most stereotypical Lincoln Riley coached game I've ever seen. Great offense, absolutely putrid defense. Like, there is a reason USC, for as great as their offense is, for as magical as Caleb Williams is, I don't view them as a college football playoff team because their defense could not stop a Pee-wee football team if they wanted to try. I still got USC winning here, obviously, because I can't trust Notre Dame. I've bit the bullet 3 times with Notre Dame. 2 of them, I picked them. I picked them to beat Ohio State and Louisville, lost that. I picked them to lose to Duke, and I bit the bullet on that as well. So, who knows? Maybe if they somehow win this game, I'm blaming myself for that. However, the fact of the matter is, this will probably be a high-scoring affair where USC wins on the last drive because Caleb Williams has high-end talent.
Aiden, you going USC too?
I'm actually going Notre Dame because I don't trust USC's defense.
I mean, the thing that kind of breaks it down for me at the end of the day is Notre Dame has not been able to produce offensively all
Yeah.
year long, and I think just based on that alone, I think Caleb Williams it's going to be a blow up. It's good. It's not like a blowout in the typical college sense, like a blowout in the NFL sense, where it's going to be like a 42-21 game, and it really feels like
I can't. As I noted, I got USC winning, but
Mhm.
goddamn, that defense is atrocious.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like USC's defense versus Notre Dame's offense right now is literally the movable object versus the stoppable force.
Mm-hmm.
Also, give
Yeah.
me USC.
Yeah, you said that. Oh my God, Stanford, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I wouldn't trust. I wouldn't trust Notre Dame.
Oh.
I wouldn't trust Notre Dame to spell the word cat if I gave them the letters C and A. That's
They might accidentally spell car. I feel that.
Yeah.
29-0. That's almost half.
They might spell
Yeah,
Caleb
Stanford
Williams
is really
accidentally.
Well, we know that.
Yeah,
already.
Stanford is really fucking bad.
We knew that. We knew that.
Oh, hey!
Yeah.
Now the ACC has a new Tank Bowl. Cal versus Stanford, 2024 Tank Bowl.
But that's the Pac-12
Yeah.
game too.
there's no tanking in college.
I don't care, it still counts.
It's the goal in college. I've kind of learned like the goal in college football: get 6 wins. Doesn't matter how, just matters when. Goddamn antivirus, shut the fuck up. I don't care. Yes, I know you don't like the Onyo sites. Oh goddamn it, it's disconnected me. Lovely.
Yeah. Introducing our special guest for tonight, technical difficulties.
No, it's the streams because I'm doing it unknowingly. So, yeah.
I just get the feeling, like, I just want to say with, like, Lincoln Riley, it's like, Lincoln Riley feels like the kind of guy who has he's a great offensive mastermind, but he feels like the kind of guy who would hire Rob Ryan as his defensive coordinator.
Dude, right?
Like, he gives me, like, what he reminds me of is a younger version of Sean Payton in New Orleans. Just an excellent offensive mind, but cannot pick a defensive coordinator to save his life.
Hey, look, the guy in the thumbnail. We mentioned him. It's not clickbait.
I know.
We never. Who? Us? We? Clickbait? No. We would.
Click here for free boobs.
No.
Click here to win $1,000.
We would never do such thing. I have way too much respect for our wonderful viewership family.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this certainly will be a fun week of college football, as always. And,
Time for NFL pickup.
NFL indeed, yes. So,
Do I get
Yeah,
to
you're
pick
last.
because I was so bad?
I mean, I was bad too.
Who was worse?
We both got 2.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
So you get to pick a game and I get to pick a game.
Alright, I'm looking at NFL spreads. I'm picking an even Stevens game. I'm going to pick the most even Steven. I'm going to look at betting lines. Ha 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 ha. Alright, first game. Let us do Dallas Cowboys and LA Chargers.
Cowboys.
I mean, Dallas, they got blown the fuck out last week by a better team in San Francisco, which did not really, honestly, really sums up a lot about the Cowboys. But yeah, you know me, I cannot trust the Chargers, so I'm going the Cowboys. They probably win because the Chargers miss a last-second field goal. Who knows?
I'm actually gonna say the same thing.
Maybe.
Oh,
yeah,
continue.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, you know what? Maybe because they have Dicker the kicker. He hits a field goal to give the Chargers the lead. Then the Chargers have a stupid penalty. Cowboys kick a game-winning field goal, and the Cowboys win. That feels like a certified Chargers script that's waiting to happen, or may have already happened by now. But yeah, I got Cowboys. Anyway, Aiden, you can continue.
Now I know a lot of people are counting out the Cowboys because they got absolutely fucking demolished. But you know what? Here's the thing: you're facing the Niners. You can't really blame them for getting shit stomped, especially with Trevon Diggs out and Dak turning back into 2022 form. Now here's the thing: they're gonna be angry. They're gonna want to have pride. They're gonna want revenge. And what better team to get their revenge on than a team that absolutely cannot get out of its own damn way, with arguably one of the dumbest head coaches in the history of the National Football League.
You almost said hockey, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking. I'm basically looking at hockey equipment, LMAO. Yeah. Anyways, so it's easily Dallas. Why the fuck would I trust the Chargers? Fuck you, Spanos.
I mean, there has to be one of us that picks the Chargers. I guess I'll be the guy that picks the Chargers. Without Diggs, I feel this is going to be a weird game where Justin Herbert bails out his bad coach. Dak can't play quarterback efficiently enough.
You know what? I'm moving my choice. Can I move my choice?
If I gaslit you, don't blame me.
No, you actually make a good point, and it seems like the Charger script is it's evolved from just losing outright. Now it's they go from losing in the dumbest way possible to winning in the dumbest way possible. So, Dak is gonna have a clean game all the way through, and then he's gonna throw an interception directly to Asante Samuel for a pick 6.
I mean, yeah.
And that's going to be the go-ahead for the Chargers.
The thing that really just gets me going off about this the most is, I mean, as much as Dak wants to be like the guy, right? He wants to be the guy. He hasn't had to do much when he's not the reason why the team is successful this year. He's not the main reason why this team is winning. It's been defenses smothering it down, and then they've just blown people out. They haven't won a close game yet this year. And when they played Arizona, when Arizona showed up, Dallas looked like a bunch of lost puppies.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
About their red zone offense was like really bad. Like
it is.
They just can't punch it in for some reason. If they want to score, it always has to be a deep bomb. The minute the defense stacks the box at all against them, they shit the bucket.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you can kind of figure out how to beat the Cowboys. You force Dak to make mistakes, especially you just force him to make mistakes, and he just makes way too many mistakes.
I will say, because I have noticed a difference between the offense this year and the offense previously, because obviously Cowboys fans, I mean, let's be real, most NFL fans will never like their offensive coordinator, but obviously, it was highly noted how the offensive coordinator role was changing from Kellen Moore, who ironically is with the Chargers now, to Mike McCarthy. And, for as much shit as he gets, I gotta agree with what Scooter said, because what he said was how in the Kellen Moore offense, they basically threw the ball deep all the time. And you can make the argument they did too much. Meanwhile, in the McCarthy system, they rarely ever throw the ball deep from what I've noticed. They don't really throw the ball deep that much. And it's there's not really that good middle ground where it's it's either very conservative play calling or just saying, fuck it, CD Lamb's down there somewhere.
Hard to win with that. Hard to win. It's hard to win when that's just the
And the thing with the Cowboys, I do want to say this. The Cowboys for probably the past 20 years, ever since, they started doing well again with Tony, once Tony Romo became quarterback and stuff. Problem with Dallas, I feel like they've had good teams, even great teams, but the problem with Cowboys has always been, I feel inconsistency. That's really been the summary of the Cowboys over this period of time, has been they're inconsistent. There's times where it looks damn, this team this team feels like a Cowboys team that could finally get past the second round. Then there's other times where it's like, wow, the Cowboys just lost to one of the worst teams in the NFL. Why am I not surprised that this team is so inconsistent? It's been the same script for God knows how long now.
I have a
Yeah,
question.
and I'll just say it now. Quit stealing from the frickin' Vikings! God damn!
Hey, I have a question real quick.
I have an answer.
Sure.
I hope you do. So, how is it? Because I heard Tony Romo and I remembered something. How is it that Eastern Illinois and FCS, what?
FCS.
FCS, Ohio Valley, has produced more NFL quarterbacks than Illinois? Like, it's insanity at that point. They produced Tony Romo and Jimmy G, and you're telling me Illinois still can't have a QB at the NFL level? Like, come on.
That's a certified Illinois moment, if you had to ask me.
Exactly. Oh, are we talking about the Cowboys and Niners and how the Niners
Yes,
beat the shit out of the
we're
Cowboys?
doing well, right now we're doing pick'ems for the NFL right now, and one of the games they picked was
your college
Cowboys
ones.
Chargers.
Okay, let me get out the spreadsheet so I can see it real quick.
Here.
Yeah.
You kind of jumped in at an awkward moment, buddy.
Oh, he's good.
Me?
He's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
There's
That's fine. I like awkwardness. I don't mind.
Wait, I need Dallas Cowboys or Chargers.
Can you put out the spreadsheet so I can see? My like I want to be influenced by the choices of other people just to make it funnier.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Okay,
It's a
so we got
50-50 right now. I guess
Dallas.
Spencer going to
Okay.
Chargers.
Hear me out. Do we really trust the Chargers defense?
But then the question, my rebuttals: do you really trust Dak Prescott? What has he done this
I
year?
can trust Dak Prescott to not face
But Ozzo,
a top 5 defense.
what has he done this year? But first, make your
Nothing,
pick first, and then I want to.
Okay,
And then
I go
your answer.
Dallas. Okay, Dallas. Because Dak Prescott cannot perform when it's a top 10 defense. Anything other than that, okay, we're fine.
But Arizona's not a top 10 defense.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't
you're
think
right.
your argument
he
holds
did do
water.
well. He did do well against New England, but that's New England right now. So
Yeah, it was more New England tripping over their own dick. How many? I feel
Derek
like Mac Jones
Carr.
threw more touchdowns to the Cowboys
still
than
go
Dak did.
Derek Carr
I'll
lit
still
up
go
that
Dallas. I don't see why
team.
not.
Derek Carr lit up the Patriots, man. Derek Carr.
yeah, I know, but still, like this is literally Cowboys Chargers is just going to be two idiots tripping over themselves. Let's not lie.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But
It's gonna be like a shitty fight in the middle of a Denny's parking lot at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, not even Waffle House, just a Denny's parking lot.
Denny's parking lot. Denny's.
Hey, whoa, what time is it?
All right, hey, Spencer, what's your game?
My game, is my new favorite team, at least for this season. The one I'm going to be bandwagoning. The Lions going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I don't blame you.
The battle of 2 first-rounders, you know, trying to make their redemption arc on new teams.
I mean, let's be honest. Jared Goof has completed his redemption
Sorry,
arc. Baker's working on his.
Sorry, 2 first overalls. My bad.
This is.
Should be a good game.
It is going to be a good game.
Tampa Bay has a top 10 defense, right? Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, and Detroit has a top 10 offense. You know, I think this is a iron sharpening iron here.
Oh, top 5. No, it should be top 5 though.
Yeah,
I think it's top 5.
I think it's top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like that. I sold out Tampa Bay way too early. Like, I knew they had a good defense. I knew they had a good defensive minded head coach. I look at Baker Mayfield and I'm like, nah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I was the same because I was like, I don't trust the head coach much. Baker Mayfield is the definition of a wild card. If Baker dies, the whole offense dies with him. The defense is still solid. Elite, if you can get some, if pieces can return back to form, then it can be elite. But otherwise, the stars have to be aligned for this team to be at least relevant. And the stars have aligned.
They are.
For the moment. We have to see how it goes still down the stretch.
That's true.
Season.
One thing that I really like about the Buccaneers, well, about Baker this year, is Baker is just being efficient. Like, he's doing what a B-level quarterback needs to do for his team, is just be efficient. Don't dazzle people. You don't have to really wow people to
Don't be the hero.
Job. You're not. Yeah, no, he's not the hero. He's showing up. He's doing his job. He's not overstepping boundaries. He is doing like very well. But the thing that is tugging at my strings a little bit is I feel like Detroit is just they're a team that's running on all cylinders. But the thing about that too is that their defense is really injured right now.
All right, so now we go with. So I don't think the Lions defense will hold up as well as before, but now comes the question that the front seven of the Lions is really good.
Can they?
Is
can
the
they
O
do
line?
Can they do enough
Is
to
the O line of
stop?
Tampa can hold? That's the question. If Tampa's O line can hold a limit to even probably 3 sacks, that should be good. I like.
This is gonna be one of the tough games.
Honestly, have you made your pick yet?
Detroit.
Yeah.
I've compared this Lions squad a lot to the 1999 St. Louis Rams, where the offense is firing on all cylinders. The defense is getting done what it needs to get done, and they both play in a dome in the Midwest. The similarities are endless.
The greatest show on grass.
Mm-hmm.
Or did they play on turf? I don't know. One or the other.
The greatest show on Ford. I don't know.
It's turf. Ford Field's turf.
Yeah, but
Wow. This trade was declined again. Sorry, I got Logan Thomas for Justice Hill trade was declined. I'm
so
playing everything.
I think the big thing is this is a big test for the Tampa Bay defense. Time to see whether they can put up or whether they have to shut up for another year. That being said, Jared Goff can really spread the ball around, and David Montgomery is a rushing god. So I'm gonna have to give it to Detroit.
Detroit, all right.
Yeah, I'm expecting a really close game between these two teams. I know Detroit is dealing with some injuries on both defensive side and offensive side. I know Tampa Bay will give it all they got, seeing how they played this season so far. But I'm gonna go. I got Detroit by 1 score. I'm gonna go Lions.
I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm going to try doing it different ways. Take him to Detroit. That's my pick.
Azza!
Oh my God! They killed Azza.
Oh shit!
What do you mean they killed me? What?
Detroit are Tampa Bay, buddy.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. We can
Sorry, I
hear you
wasn't paying
now.
attention. Wasn't paying attention.
Detroit or Tampa.
Okay, wait. I want to check something real quick. What is my before we continue? After last week, I want to know what my record was for last week.
I believe it was 5-4.
Oh my god. Okay, we salvaged the week. Oh my god. After that horrendous start. Oh.
It's okay. Aiden went 6-3.
Okay. Oh my god. All right. I gotta make sure this is my best week yet. I think I'm going Detroit. I already said why. I'm going Detroit.
All right, upsets.
Oh, I'm guessing you said Detroit, buddy?
Yeah, I said Detroit.
Alright, let's go into Fox Sports. We are bum bum. Fox Sports bum bum. We are bum bum. Detroit bum bum.
I've done pretty well in upsets. I knew I should have chosen the Jags last week for upsets, but I didn't, and it sucks.
I'm gonna go Colts.
Can you show us the odds? Wait. Oh wait, never mind. I'm sorry. Wait. No,
Okay.
I messed up. I was zoomed in, but to the left side of the screen for some reason. Okay.
Fuck, I
That's on me.
hate how the NFL, how Fox Sports has its things mentioned now. Like how it has its.
Wait, stop
Oh,
there. Is
wait,
it Colts
no,
or
never mind.
Jaguars?
It's Colts are the upset.
Colts.
Colts.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
for a Sickco pick here.
Are you gonna pick the Giants?
Go Browns. No, he's gonna go Browns.
Just kidding. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be boring and I'm gonna pick Colts.
Dude, come on.
Oh, you don't think the Browns can beat the Niners?
And PJ Walker. PJ Walker, mind you.
You don't think PJ Walker can beat the Niners?
No. We don't think so.
You're seriously asking the Niner fan if PJ Walker could beat the Niners?
Anybody want to take the Giants? Not
Hell
gonna
no.
get pissed.
Oh. Oh
He's
god.
upset.
All
Stop.
right.
Look at this, Dwayne.
All right. I'm just looking at these odds and I'm seeing that they're underdogs by 3 points. And as I've said, 3 points counts as an upset. I don't care what Fox Sports says. 3 points is a field goal. It fucking counts. This game is gonna be absolutely sicko because both teams are injured to shit, especially on certain positions in the offensive side of the ball. So I'm gonna say it right now. I'm picking the Bears to upset the Vikings.
I was about to say,
man.
how is Bears Vikings not a 3.5? Like you
That
like
should be a
I'm
3.5.
surprised by that.
like if the Bears didn't win last week, it would have been a 3.5. It would have been 4.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because they
probably.
won,
4
like,
or
oh
5.
Where? Wait. Seattle?
Yeah, if the
Okay,
Vikings
hold
can't
on.
win this one, it's season over.
Switching mine to Seattle.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'm switching mine to
So
Seattle.
what'd you say?
I'm switching mine to Seattle.
Who does
I don't
Seattle have?
understand.
Seattle is 3. Cincinnati.
Alright, then I'll get Seattle.
Fuck.
We're fixing the rules, so we're changing the rules, I guess.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, Spencer, who's your upset?
This might be a little bit controversial, but I
Who
have
said you're picking the Giants.
no, I'm picking the Cardinals.
Oh.
Hey, they
Who are
have
the Cardinals
history
up
of being
against?
in LA.
What?
They do have
Watch
history.
out. You got a badass
Oh.
over here.
Yeah,
Wild cards. I'm
yeah.
gonna
Watch
go,
out! I smoke crack and I say "fuck" in front of children.
I'm gonna go.
We do not condone those actions. Don't smoke
Alright,
crack,
what's
smoke
next?
weed instead.
Although do say "fuck" in front of children, it's very funny.
I'm gonna go Houston and Atlanta for my wild cards. Those are my wild
Yeah,
cards.
paying your taxes is for chumps.
Oh, by the way, I'm still at work.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Mhm.
nice.
But we're done. But I want to finish what I'm drinking, and then I'm gonna head on the bike.
Aye.
so
Give me your two
loud.
up. Give me your 2 wild cards.
Let me check this NFL schedule very quick. So I guess I'm going last.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do mine. So I got Eagles over the Jets, and I got Jaguars over the Colts.
Uh,
That's a good one, all right.
uh, okay, never mind. Let me go now. Oh, this is gonna be something else.
All right. What you have the
Okay, let me get the Dolphins beating the Panthers. Shit.
I'm just gonna
And
guess.
give me the 49ers beating the Browns.
Ooh, you did not pick Buffalo. Damn.
Yeah, I trust the 49ers more than Buffalo.
Let it be
Come on,
known,
Miami
Buffalo
against
is
Carolina.
favored. Let it be known, Buffalo is favored by 15 points over the Giants.
Yeah, and then the Dolphins are favored by 14 points over the Panthers. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Aiden, who's
You
the
know-
wild card pick? Because I know it's the Niners. Somebody
Yeah, the
knows.
Niners are the first one, obviously. The second one, I'm gonna go against the grain and say Buffalo. I'm sorry, as if it's Buffalo is, I do not trust the Giants at all.
Yeah, it's the G-Man it's the derp for a reason.
Yeah. All right, Spencer.
All right. For my first game, I got the Seahawks and the Bengals. And for that one, I'm gonna be taking the. Give me the Seahawks. I still don't believe that the Bengals are truly back in their stride. And for the other one, the Bills and the Giants. Give me the Bills. I was very tempted to say, give me the Giants because of what happened between Nathaniel Hackett and the Broncos.
I'm trying
But
to finish my stuff before I head out biking. Sorry, guys. Keep going.
no, my bad. But yeah, that's my thought.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, good pick for this week, fellas.
And you may be wondering, hey, why didn't you say any? Why didn't you pick Bears Vikings? Well, give me a reason to care about the Vikings right now, other than, what we might do at the deadline.
The amazing haul of draft picks you could get in a few weeks.
For Justin Jefferson.
And Kirk.
Yeah.
And just thinking about the new ways you could lose in heartbreaking fashion this season.
Like I said, this year
I
is
mean,
the
okay.
reverse
Hear me
year
out.
for the Vikings.
Hear me out. Would you rather lose in heartbreaking fashion or just trade everything away and expect the losing?
You make a good point, but it still hurts, and I don't want to watch it.
Right, then you watch
I'll
the
watch
Twins.
the Lions instead.
Never mind. Yes.
I'm in
For the
the
record-
Michigan
for the record,
market
he-
anyway.
Well, for the record, he's a Brewers fan, so maybe not best to talk about
you're
baseball right now.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Fuck you, Tree.
It was Jober the moment he put out those predictions. I'm so sorry. It was.
I was looking at this going like, there's no way he made that. There's
There was-
no way. After the
There
first
was
day, I was like,
no
there's
point in
no way.
resisting, man.
Day 3. So after the second day, oh my god, it actually happened.
Alright, now I'm heading home.
Alright, safe travels, buddy.
Oh no, I'm still gonna be in the call.
Okay. So if we know if there's any pumes, he's gonna be
Oh yeah,
If
Chicago.
you're still going to be
yeah.
on the call, then unsafe
murder,
travels,
folks.
buddy.
unsafe travels. What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So what NFL? What would the NFL? Do we want to talk about the Broncos now, or do we want to get
Yes.
to
Hey,
some
guys.
I'm
other
gonna go
teams?
to the bathroom first, and then I'll chime in. But you guys can get started.
Oh, y'all's gonna be here.
If he's going to the bathroom, welcome to our new segment we like to call Luke is a
Damn.
a
I'll see you
real
guys.
weirdo.
Yes.
Guys, I heard a rumor that Luke He I hear he doesn't kiss his homies goodnight.
All right, see you guys.
All right.
Luke, what are you doing? You're not one of us, Luke.
He's going to the bathroom, I guess.
I heard that Luke likes eating soap.
Oh, are we done with our pick'ems?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I was gonna say, I wanted to do a new segment. I think it would be pretty cool. You guys can hear me out.
All right.
After pick'ems, we should do a segment of Weatherman, which is explain the weather and where we live for the day.
Okay.
No, because we somehow do that a lot now.
Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Hey. Da, da.
So this is how we're gonna start. So we're gonna kind of, I guess it's practice to become a weatherman, I guess. So Spencer, explain to us the weather right now in professionally.
Well, currently in Grand Rapids, Michigan, it is 48 degrees under partly cloudy skies. But yeah, mostly today it was a lot of rain and drizzle and cold. And I had to change my clothes because I got so soaked.
I feel you, man. I feel you. All right, Nick, you up? You're up.
Yes, indeed. Right now, here in Las Vegas, right now we have a temperature currently of 66 degrees. It has been the average temperature here in Vegas been low 80s, a bit high 80s around here. However, interesting note regarding Las Vegas weather that after this upcoming week, the weather here in Vegas is expected to fall into the 70s. So it should be very interesting to see how that ends up playing out for us Las Vegans.
It's 10. It's 10 degrees colder. That's it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh, but like that's like.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
This is average Las Vegas temperature discussion. Okay, when it gets when it gets like 60 degrees, it's below zero for us. All right.
Wait, really?
Wow. That's I'm like,
Dude,
I was about to say like
Yeah, I know.
once it's 70, like fall actually hits like for you guys. Like damn. All right. I guess I'll go next and then Aiden. All right. My name is Angel Osorio in this great city of Chicago. Oh, but it's raining a lot. That I'm getting soaked right now. I didn't realize we're still kind of raining. We are. I can't even see the temperature because my phone is broken. But apparently we are 56 degrees right now. Not bad, especially during the night. Not bad. And yeah, it's just been a miserable day with her work in the rain, but not a bad day at the end. All right, Aiden, you're up.
Okay, basically a California weather report is basically like, is it weather mild? Oh, is the weather hot? Oh, is there a mild breeze? I'm gonna say it's getting kind of cold right now, 62 degrees. Well, it's not exactly cold compared to you guys, but we're starting to cool down, and we're about to reach California winter, which is basically autumn on steroids.
But yeah, I agree. Asa, it was like upper 40s all day and just pissing rain.
Yeah, we had like lower 50s, and then for some reason it got warmer in the night.
I will say, this is like perfect sleeping weather for me. So.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Great.
Right? I love
Yeah,
I
it's
just
like-
want to say this. I do want to say though, like, yeah, here in Vegas, I posted the image, but like here in Vegas, if it gets below 40, we are in the ice age. That's how I feel. Not how I feel, but mostly how most Vegas locals feel. It's like, good God, what is this? What is this snow? What is this thing called snow?
40 40 degrees for Chicago is like, all right, we'll put on the hoodie and the sandals, and we're good to go. I'm not kidding. That's how my brother
Yeah,
is.
I know that's
Me?
the average Midwesterner right there.
And don't even get me started on Minnesotans, where it's 40 degrees and they put their frickin' convertible roof down.
Yeah, it's like it's 30 degrees out, and it's not even. It's like it's the mood out there is like it's not even that fucking cold outside.
Could be worse, don't you know? It could be 9.
Yeah, it could be 9.
I mean, 9 degrees ain't so bad. 9 degrees is kind. Oh wait, Fahrenheit.
9 Fahrenheit, dummy.
Fahrenheit.
Anyway, we're doing a Ozza has presented a new idea for a segment where after the pick'ems we do a local Sickco's weather report.
Got it. We dox ourselves. Got it. All right. Well, for me,
Yeah.
it's my turn. Oh god.
Yeah.
Here in the lovely Fraser Valley, we are. I think we're about to head into our very wet season. We're right now in the middle of summer fighting fall, where fall's like, it's my turn on the Xbox, and then summer's like, no, fuck off, go away. No, go, Fred. No, go, you shoot.
And then at some point it's gonna be like, Mom, it won't let me on the season.
And then winter's here. That's how it happens. I way rather prefer the cold over warm weather. We still have not put our air conditioner away. We're still kind of waiting for things to like officially kind of.
Wait, you put your air conditioner away?
Well, we don't have. Our apartments do not come with air conditioning, which is fucking lovely.
Yeah. So here. Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
Because even though you only really need AC, you realistically, like, way back, like, you say, like, 2017, 2018, you only need, like, AC for, like, a week or two. Realistically, like, desperately needed AC for a week or two. Now, we need, like, the AC for 3 months of the year, where it's just way too hot. It's been getting, like, global warming, man.
No, it's that for us, you know, we have like central heating and cooling where it's like a big old furnace and you know, AC unit in the basement.
Yeah, man, we have to actually get an AC unit. I'm hoping when we
The
buy
thing with
it...
AC, like the thing with AC is like, listen, if you live in a place like Vegas and it's summertime, that shit breaks, and knowing how much it costs to replace it, like, you are in big fucking shit. That's all I can say right there. Because earlier this week, our AC was, our complex AC, or at least our condo AC was being a little bit of a mess. Granted, it wasn't anything major, but it's like, it's just me thinking about the fact that, yeah, one day we're gonna have to replace our AC. It's like, yeah, that's a day I hope to never see.
Yeah.
I've heard that Vegas. I've heard that arid places like Vegas and Phoenix use things called swamp coolers. Like, what are those?
Swamp coolers. I've barely heard of that term, not gonna lie, but I did see swamp coolers Vegas as the first Google option, so it's gotta mean something. Let's see, what the is this for, like, I guess it's such a thing. I guess it's like I don't know, it looks like a freaking, like, I don't know, smaller AC or something. I'm not sure. It looks like a
Oh, you use water.
national cooler. Yeah, evaporative cooler. Alright, that's what it is.
I don't know. Chicago AC is like
Evaporated coolers work best and most efficiently in areas that are dry and hot. They don't work so well or seem effective in areas of high humidity.
Yeah. Sounds like Vegas.
It sounds complicated.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, the swamp cooler is how they keep cool in places like Phoenix and Vegas.
Yeah.
You
probably
guys
the
with
stuff they have on
AC.
top of building.
I don't know. It's very interesting to hear how AC works in hot states. Because here in Chicago, it's like like a seasonal thing. The AC comes on. We put on the AC out of our closets on like late May. We take it out probably like the third week of September, maybe even to the first week of October, depends. And then the heating gets turned on, and yeah, that's it. So yeah,
Well,
it's
here,
very
uh,
seasonal. Yeah.
here in California, we mostly have like central heating and central cooling, and it's basically just some basic shit. Summer is air conditioner, winter is heater, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's kind of how it works for up here too. Where I hope that we can. I hope we were able to, especially with our new place, we can get central heating and air because that's kind of just the best way to go about it. I mean, I will never turn the heat. I'll probably turn the heat sometimes on, even if it's like 40 below. Just throw a blanket on forehead.
Anyway, to anyone watching right now, welcome to the Weatherman podcast, where we talk about the best AC units to buy in the market today.
I have no idea what are the best AC units. I just know that if you were ever moving out for the first time, like I think especially in the winter, just go out, get one as soon as you can. Because if you can't, no one's having fun. You won't have fun getting one. You'll get fleeced on.
All right, I'm gonna disconnect for a little bit because I'm at the red line and I don't want to bother you guys with all the noise.
Okay.
What is the red line?
Find Clark and Division red line. Boom. I'm literally right there. See you guys.
Oh,
Bye.
the escalator.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clark and Division.
Yeah.
Later.
Oh.
Oh, Clark and Division, I know where he's at. He's just a few stops away from Sox 35th.
Is it like lots of punes or?
What do you mean?
Like, is it just like
He's talking about a freaking lot, like the freaking transit thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what the red line means. It's transit.
I'm a fucking idiot. Here's the thing. I'm an idiot that has never been in like any form of transit like whatsoever. That's just me. Anyways, let's get talking to the Denver Broncos here because
yeah.
The ride never ends.
He's not beating the Ditka allegations anytime soon.
Seeing Russell Wilson, play poorly as he is, I hate seeing it.
Yeah, like the thing is, like these past two games have definitely been definitely more on Russ than like the first four games.
Yeah. I hate seeing my quarterback play poorly. I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. I mean, man. Russell Wilson's still my quarterback at the end of the day. No matter what. Russell Wilson's my quarterback.
I'll say, it is very funny to see him look so dejected on the sideline.
I still remember what he did for the city of Seattle. He did win us a Super Bowl.
Yep.
He won us a Super Bowl. I'm never gonna forget what he did. He did something that was truly special for this team, for the city. And just seeing him just crap the bed in prime time and seeing all this negativity around a guy who, you know, I was happy when we traded him. If he felt like he would do better in a different city, then, you know, so be it. But not like this.
It just it feels like you're watching a quarterback that just looks and honestly at this rate feels broken at this rate.
I mean, when you look at it, you know, from the looking point, you know, people are comparing this to being the worst trade of all time.
We're free from the Herschel Walker trade!
Hold on.
Hold
on. I appreciate your excitement. But I feel that, you know, when we're talking, especially the Herschel Walker thing, the Herschel Walker trade was absolutely, like, huge. It will still be the worst trade of all time. This trade it's gonna be up there, but it's, you know, not there, right? I'm so done with, you know, most of the media, especially like the whole thing of like former teammates coming out and going, see, this is who Russell Wilson always is. This is who Russell Wilson is. This, and that. This is, you know, he's this kind of guy who he has always been, especially with his former teammates. I mean, look at what Marshall Lynch showed him, where it was like, nah, he was just a player on my team. We played on the same team. He handed the ball off. That was it. And, you know, I'd like to think that should be it. But, I mean, to see him flop so poorly in Denver, it's heartbreaking to see, because I don't want to see my quarterback go badly, but the fact that Russell Wilson has had no major injury history. None. He's had none. No major injury history. He's had no major, like, for the amount of regression that he's had, he has completely fallen off a cliff this year to where he might get cut by the Broncos, and that's it for him. And I don't like seeing that. I don't. I hate seeing it. I really do. I know many Seahawks fans are out there. They're going like, haha, take that, Wilson. You're forever terrible. I'm sitting over here going, man, why it gotta be like that?
Yeah.
Why it gotta be like that, man?
Not every quarterback can go out like Peyton Manning or John Elway.
It's not even I don't want him to go out like Peyton Manning or John Elway.
Sometimes you go out a Dan Marino.
Not even a Dan Marino. I just want him to go out there and, you know, go out and be a good quarterback, right? And at least be reasonable, not come out as, oh, here's this super cringe quarterback that is totally way out of touch with everybody.
Yeah, and I'll say, like, at least with the first 4 weeks, it looked like we were heading back in that direction, but these past 2 weeks, especially considering who the Broncos lost to these past 2 games, it's really just brought the narratives back to square one.
Yeah. And that's and you know, I kind of knew in my gut the Sean Payton coaching experiment wouldn't work. You know, just not only are you bringing a coach out of retirement, which almost never works well, but like the absolute hubris, the total like fucking lack of respect for who came before you. Just fuck you, Sean. You know, show some fucking dignity for once in your goddamn life. You know, I get that Nathaniel Hackett may not have been the greatest, but to slam him as being awful and then make absolutely no improvements on the team, fuck you.
The thing is, yeah, Hackett was a terrible head coach. However, I will say with Hackett, he was not a piece of shit. Like, he just did not. The coaching job was just far too big for him, and that's really the summary of a terrible head coaching job that he had. My thing with Payton, what he did was, yes, he is a bad coach. Yes, you can say, yeah, I'm coming off a coach that was very bad. However, I feel like the way he did it, it was clear that Sean Payton was talking like he views himself as such a higher standard than everyone else, and then he goes out there and, coaches like Mike Ditka with the New Orleans Saints. And obviously, it doesn't help that when you go out, when you talk all that shit, and you end up losing to the guy who you said was one of the worst coaches ever. When you talk all that shit, throw that man under the bus when he's at an entirely new job, and you end up losing to him in a very humiliating way. That just makes you look like an egomaniac who is getting humbled. And that's really the way I view it, because in terms of other comparisons I could use with this, if Sean Payton with the New Orleans Saints was Ren and Stimpy, Sean Payton with the Denver Broncos is the Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon. That's what this
God.
is.
Oh,
you see why I referenced that?
God.
There's a reason I had that saved up for a reason, because that's what this shit is. This is pure torture for the human eyes, and that's what Denver Broncos fans are experiencing yet again.
Oh, poor Brandon Perna.
The new worst game ever.
Watching Brandon Perna just lose his shit during the Jets game was funny. Like, I'll admit that was funny, especially considering he literally jinxed the Jets comeback along the way. He literally put it out in existence the moment he said, I'm not worried about the Jets scoring quickly, and they immediately scored a deep rushing touchdown from Breece Hall. And obviously this past stream, it's like, this dude is just dead inside. He is dead.
I mean, I would too be dead and inside of everything that, every single year your team is like, oh, we've done so much changes, but then we've just completely do a complete 180 and completely flatline to make the same goes. The more things change, the more things stay the same.
Yeah. And it's just, I used to run in Stippy comparison because it's like, damn, this was a very good stuff. There was a lot of, good stuff in this tenure. Not everything was perfect, obviously, but still a lot of good. And then you go to the Adult Party cartoon, which is often regarded as one of the worst shows ever made. And that's where the Broncos feel right now. Yet another season of being a complete and utter embarrassment. And it doesn't help, obviously. It does not help with, the fact that the Broncos are obviously in such the media, there's so much media coverage with this Broncos team, obviously with the likes of Russell Wilson, the fact that, a year ago they hired the guy who worked with Aaron Rodgers, and now obviously the fact that they hired a coach as well known as Sean Payton, and now it's just, another year, another season of the ride never ends.
I'm sure we've heard a lot about this, but I think it's time we call it like it is and say, you know what? I think George Payton is a bad bad general manager.
Yes, I agree. I do agree with that, absolutely.
I thought he was good for years because he had worked as a scout under Rick Spielman. No, it turns out he doesn't have the general managing chops because, shall we count the ways where I think George Payton was fucking awful? Like, you have Justin Fields right there in the draft, and you say, nope, I'm going with Pat Surtain instead.
I still would take Pat Surtain over Justin Fields.
I mean, Sertan's been fine. But with how the Broncos quarterback situation is becoming, let's be real, the Broncos still have not had a reliable quarterback since Peyton Manning. It really brings out the desperation, the fact that this team is never finding a competent quarterback again, aren't they?
Until they get Caleb Williams, but watch them ruin. Someone managed to ruin Caleb Williams.
They're gonna turn him into Paxton Lynch too.
I mean, my answer for all of this is like I've been watching a lot of shorts, and
don't even get me started on how many awful free agent pickups that George Payton has made. Like, completely pass on extending Von Miller.
Like,
pick up Randy Gregory instead.
Liv Mons is one of the creators that I've been listening to a little bit. She's made a bunch of excellent shorts right now. One of her shorts that she made two really good ones. One of those was could potentially be with Russell Wilson being the worst trade of all times, with how when Russell Wilson plays good, the whole team doesn't show up. When Russell Wilson plays poorly, the defense will show up. That's something like she's pointing out the culture's not really good in this locker room. They're reflecting it being to their former defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio, what the locker room is. And I'm going, well, no fuck, because they're losing all the time. It's not fun when you're losing all the time. Like, I
can attest to that because my mother is a Lions fan, and she knows a lot about when teams lose.
It really feels like all of these, all these moves that Denver's made have completely backfired. George Patton was the wrong hire. I think keeping John Elway too long was, John Elway being a GM was too long,
Yeah, way too long.
Way too long.
He retires in 2015. He goes out a legend in Denver.
Yep.
It's time, this front office needs to be completely cleaned out from the bottom out. I think, regrettably, what the Broncos will have to decide is that you might have to consider the possibility of making Sean Payton your GM. As hilarious as that.
No.
Because it feels like that's the only answer that they have. I can understand that this year has been very bad. Secondly, I look at what players they should be trading away, and one of those is Jerry Jeudy. They need to get him out of there immediately.
Well, I think that
do we need to bring up the whole Jerry Jeudy, Steve Smith
working
thing?
my way to that.
Yeah.
I think he just lost all trade value with that.
Yeah, but what the last point that Liv Mons made, which is one of the last points I was getting to, she pointed out that it's time, sell everything you've got. There are clearly players that are in this locker room that are completely disconnected from the team. They could not give a rat's ass of how this team performs. It's time to move on. Start with the receiving core. Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton. I think Cortland Sutton fetches you a 6th. Jerry Jeudy, there's some upside. You could get maybe a 4th or a 5th for Jerry Jeudy, if realistically. And I've pointed out that I points out too, because the one game where I really noticed that Jerry Jeudy was putting like an ill-fated effort was when we were watching the Bears and the Broncos, Russell Wilson was targeting him, and like half the time Jerry Jeudy just doesn't care. You know, he just doesn't care. He just doesn't. She doesn't care. She doesn't care how, like, about the situation at all. And then it's like, oh crap, we could win this game if I actually put effort into it. And what do you know? When he puts effort, whoa!
That fucking kid picks wow sound effect.
Yeah.
Wow!
Wow!
Alright, how much of my mic cut off when I did that?
No, actually, there was no cutoff whatsoever.
Wow.
I
Maybe
mean,
it's because I wasn't screaming my head off, but...
So, my whole thing with it, and now we can get back to the Steve Smith. Steve Smith, I have a lot of respect for. Very good wide receiver. Extremely talented player. Had a
Pretty much
phenomenal
just-
NFL career.
The savior of those early Panthers teams.
Yeah. I mean, a long career in the NFL. He understands what it takes to be, not only be in the NFL, but have a long, respectful career up ahead.
Respectful. You do know who you're talking about, right?
I know. I respect Steve Smith. I do. I respect the hell out of him.
Right, but I'm just saying that because I know Steve Smith is one of the most disrespectful people on the field.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, he does talk, but that's wide receivers. They talk trash, and he backs it up.
Right, but he was like the king of trash talk in his day. Like,
Here's the thing.
the
When you can talk trash and back it up, you can talk all the trash you want.
oh, for sure. I'm just saying, you know, he was the king of disrespect.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I see that, but like respect, like as from like a fan's fit standpoint, you easily should respect the guy.
Yeah.
Easily, like
Yeah.
I never, when I think of
Yeah.
Steve Smith, I think of like, oh man, this guy was like, yeah, you know, a wide receiver that, you know, I respect a lot. May not be like, is he a Hall of Famer yet? Is he
Not yet.
I don't think so. Not yet.
Because I know he was good, but not like Canton good. Like, so
I
like,
mostly know him from his savage ass celebration against Minnesota, where he pretended to be in a rowboat after that sex boat scandal.
I know.
Trash,
I know.
backs it up, talks trash, and backs it up, man.
Yeah, but still,
But when you
funny
have,
man do funny celebration.
when you have a guy approach you saying, "Hey man, I'm sorry. Is there any way I can help you?" Right, with advice, and it's someone like Steve Smith, you know, like your Tyler Lockett, like say you got Bobby Ingram, or somebody like what's a long, like Anquan Bolden, someone like
Randy Moss
Randy
or Jerry
Moss.
Rice.
Well, no, not those. Those are like super duper Hall of Famers, like guys that weren't Hall of Famers, but like really good careers.
Oh, Chris Carter.
Chris Carter, yeah.
Ahmad Rashad.
When you think of guys like those, guys that may have not been Hall of Famers, but they've got like 10+ year careers. Their fan bases they'll have a lot of respect from their prospective fan bases because they go, oh yeah, he was a fantastic wide receiver for the team. When you have somebody like that approaching you, saying, hey, you know, I apologize, sure, you know, I'm sorry about my comments, is there any way I can help you out, man? I want you to ball out. You're a young player that is struggling. Lend him your ear. Don't say, Ninja, I don't with you.
I'll vote with you.
Be like, I don't mess with you. I don't deal with you. Don't do that, man. You have an opportunity to turn your career around. And then for, you know, Steve Smith goes, all right, sure thing. I genuinely agree with him. Jerry Jeudy's too disconnected. He's completely lost his moral ground standing. He's lost a lot of respectability he's had. And I know from like a football fan standpoint, we've been saying like this guy is on the verge of breaking out for a very long time. But when is that breakout going to happen? Right?
He's basically the new version of the Ryan Tannehill meme, where it's like, oh, Ryan Tannehill, he's so close to breaking out this year. This is gonna be his year.
But
where he finally.
But Tannehill, like, I feel like even regardless of what Tannehill's career has gone, he's been pretty good.
No,
it took him getting to a new team to actually get good.
You're forgetting how many years it was a meme that he was gonna finally be, productive for once.
But
where they didn't have to bring in like don't give a fuck Jay Cutler and Brock Osweiler. That was the original Brocktober, kids.
I mean, yeah, you're completely right, but I don't think a new team is going to save Jerry Jeudy. His attitude, and not to mention his Twitter, is just... Whew.
You know what I'm going to say about it?
What you going to say about it, buddy?
This guy just absolutely screams traded to the Cowboys.
Bro, I don't even think the Cowboys want that kind of trash on their team.
Are you kidding?
Well, have you heard the shit Cowboys players have been talking?
No. We all know Cowboys fans are the most delusional people on the planet.
I'm talking the players. I'm talking about the
players
Parsons
are just as delusional as the...
Wait, McCarthy wants Jerry Jeudy?
No, the players. Parsons was talking so much fucking shit after getting his ass kicked by San Francisco.
Oh,
yeah.
They're still talking shit despite getting their fucking asses beat by the 49ers in front of tens of millions of viewers, in front of most watched Sunday night games ever.
By the way, I was referencing to like diva wide receivers. Like he's gone down like the Chase Claypool path. That's what I mean.
Yeah, okay. I agree with that.
Like I mean, like he's gone down the path where it's like he's disconnected from the team. He wants the calories over the gold busts.
Well, I mean, I like calories too. I got a thing of French fries waiting for me upstairs.
God damn it.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Do you know who Jerry Jeudy was drafted over? I'm gonna pull up my list.
I thought you were gonna slander my French fries for a second there, and I was like, "You motherfucker!"
No, I couldn't do something so damn deadly.
Oh hell no! I'm not gonna slander your French fries. I'm more of a protein guy, but I respect your prerogative. Anyways, wide receivers that were drafted after Jerry Jeudy: CeeDee Lamb,
hold on one second.
Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, D. Higgins, Gabe Davis, Darnell Mooney, KJ Osborne, Devin Duvernay, Quez Watkins, Jaywan Jennings.
Okay, Jaywan Jennings is scratching it a whole lot.
I'd still take him over Jeudy.
Yeah, that's how bad Jeudy is. I think a guy who's basically a third down receiver over Jerry Jeudy.
Is this the same draft year DK Metcalf? Or is that...
No,
that was the year before.
2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the year of DK Metcalf, because I distinctly remember Pete Carroll taking his shirt off.
I love that year.
Yeah, we can talk about Metcalf when we shit on N'Keal Harry, but for now, let's shit on Jerry Jeudy.
I mean, don't forget that was Henry Ruggs was taken before Jerry Jeudy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's the Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that draft. I remember I was pissed when the Niners drafted Javon Kinlaw over Jerry Jeudy. I was like, we already have a lot of defenders. I mean, I get that's why they did it, because they traded away Buckner, but I was like, we needed a receiver. We needed someone who could take the heat off Debo, especially with Emmanuel Sanders out. But then we drafted Ayuk. I was like, okay, that's a decent consolation prize. Kinlaw and Ayuk instead of Judy, I guess that was a decent consolation. And looking back, there's a reason why I'm not a GM. There's a reason why I
That's
was
the reason
like,
we're not GMs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mentioned in that exact same thread how I was like, oh, dude, our big focus this year for the Vikings should be 3-tech and cornerback. We should really grab this Javon Kinlaw guy, you know. And then the draft night comes, and I'm like, who the fuck is Justin Jefferson? And you know, I
I'll just
eventually
say
I'm
this.
like,
Yeah, I'll say this. Jerry Judy, here's a consolation prize. You're not Jalen Rager.
oh
my
fuck.
That's your consolation prize, buddy.
Oh my
Or-
god.
or you're not Nikhil Harry.
Yeah, basically that. But
Ugh.
I
yeah,
mean,
Jerry
there's-
Judy, like he just needs to get humbled at some point because it's very clear that his presence is not helping the Broncos locker room in any way.
man,
Say the line, Adam Silver meme.
Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
Yay!
in this case- Get ready to learn
First round pick
Canadian.
retires.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
Get ready to learn Canadian, buddy.
Yeah. AK, my opinion, buddy, get ready to retire. See you at McDonald's, pal.
Okay,
Speaking of which,
I
should
feel
we
like-
talk about our
I feel like
teams?
we-
Oh, should we talk
yes,
about
we can
Evan
talk
Neal?
about your teams. God damn it. Okay, I feel like we can talk about you can talk about your teams now.
Oh, I was going to talk about Evan Neal. You know, since you mentioned McDonald's.
All right. I'm gonna start.
May I go first?
I'm gonna start off with the most watched Sunday night football game of all time. I'm gonna tell you a story. So that weekend, me and my friends went on a bit of a bar crawl and stuff. We thought this was gonna be like an exciting game. Niners versus Cowboys. Rivalry revived. Two of the best offenses and defenses in the league. In the end, what happened was one team showed up. And that was my team, the 49ers. At first I thought it was gonna be, it was gonna be kind of even. The Niners did score early twice, and the Cowboys did get an early touchdown. So I thought, hey, I guess this would be a good matchup. But then, oh my god. The longer the game went on, the shittier the Cowboys got. As much as I want to praise the Niners for how good they were, I just can't really understand why the hell did the Cowboys just absolutely shit themselves? Were they really frauds? Were they just, good but not good enough? Did Dak
Have
just
you,
turn back to
have you
did Dak
checked
just
the
turn back
opponent?
into 2022 form? Like,
You have to realize that the opponents that they were facing, really, the defenses were not the greatest. That and like the Patriots offense was absolutely horrible. And who else they faced? The Giants, maybe the Giants, the 2022 Giants. So come on. So it's I guess it's kind of our frauds. They're good, but not good enough. Oh,
What?
Yeah.
What I learned from this game, here's the thing, what I learned from this game is 49ers are in a completely different tier from the Cowboys. That's the main takeaway. They're in two different
100%.
tiers.
100%. I think the Niners are.
Hell yeah.
As much as it pains me to say this,
So
when I called the Niners the loot box team, little did I know that loot box pulled 2 legendary items.
Yeah. I'll be honest, the main reason why I was kind of scared was because the Cowboys were at the same boat as the Niners, top tier offense, top tier defense, and yeah, it was supposed to be a match with the Titans. Turns out it was basically Goku versus Yamcha.
It turned out to be a match Clash of the Titans, but one of them happened to be the Tennessee Titans.
Awesome.
I mean,
yeah.
what this game really exposed for the Cowboys was Dak's not as good as we think he is. Dak has regressed. I mean, there was like what happened to less than 10 interceptions. I thought that game he was bound to hit it.
I feel like I'm just gonna say with Dak. I feel like that quarterback run against the Niners, I feel like broke him. I think he's not recovered from from the Nickelodeon play.
I almost crashed.
Ooh.
I'm not kidding. I almost crashed.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Fuck you, White Sox Stadium. God damn it. You and your fucking shitty ass expressway exit.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
anyway, continuing on with my Niners, I personally feel, but if we stay healthy and keep up the intensity, we might be doing great things. I'm not gonna jinx it, but knock on wood, we're doing great. In fact, I'd say I'm probably nervous about next game versus Cleveland because, much like us, Cleveland has a great defense. The big X factor, though, is that their offense has been kind of dog water, and they're playing PJ Walker instead of Deshaun Watson. So I guess Niners, all they really need to do is basically just pressure the fuck out of PJ and, just ensure that the offense can do decently against the Browns.
Just have CMC run the ball.
Do you know what interests me more about the matchup? I want to see Myles Garrett versus
Fred Williams.
Yep. I want to see
Yeah.
that. Oh, that's going to be like Nina Kimes pointed that out. And I'm like, you know what? Screw this matchup. I just really want to see Myles Garrett versus I'm so blanking right now. What's the tackle's name? Trent Williams.
Trent Williams.
Yeah, I want to see that matchup. That matchup just could be like a phenomenal offensive lineman versus a phenomenal pass rusher. That's gonna be.
Oh, Williams
Just make-
versus Garrett? Yeah.
That's gonna be.
Just make sure he doesn't. Just make sure he doesn't hold a helmet.
Oh, and I imagine he's not gonna be holding helmets. It's gonna be a fun matchup between the two. I think they're gonna have a lot of respect for each other, even just after the game. It's gonna be that's a fun matchup to see. I can't wait.
Yeah. So, Spencer, do you want to say anything about, that team?
One play. I had optimism for one play. And not even all of it.
That was your mistake.
Get-
That was your
I
mistake.
thought he had the first down. I thought it was cool. And then Josh Oliver decided he couldn't even wait one fucking play to just completely shit himself and fumbled the goddamn ball and was just like, oops, here's a touchdown. And god damn it.
Not gonna lie.
Why do I let this team do this to me?
Because you're a Vikings fan.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm
And,
just playing the Big Hero 6. That was your mistake. Voice line, bro. Like, but I do feel for you. It does suck.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
one
genuinely, I guess all I know what else happened was I saw, because I had it on in the background while I was watching the Brandon Perna Jets Broncos stream. All I know is that there was a really bad missed pass interference call or something that also happened.
Yeah, there was a pass interference call that they said
pass
they
interference.
Yeah, they missed the pass interference. They actually picked up the flag on the pass interference because according to them the ball was deemed not catchable. Although I still don't know what the fuck they were doing not calling the unsportsmanlike conduct on L'Jarius Sneed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the main one right there. That was the main one, because I don't get why they did not call that. But yeah, this game just felt like another another point in the Vikings season where it's like they just find they don't even just find they don't even find ways to lose this season. They invent them. That's the summary of the Vikings this
Yeah,
season.
just I couldn't even be surprised when nobody could get open for that Cousins throw, and he immediately got sacked. That just felt like a very fitting, shitty conclusion to the game. Just
Yep.
yeah, and obviously, like I could bitch and be like, oh, this reminds me of the 2014 Lions playoff game where they got fucked by the refs too. But at this
Not this
point,
year.
it's a little too much. Caring, just shows a little too much energy. Although I will say, like, uh, quarter a quarterback would be nice. However, I do think uh interior the interior defensive line is a big need for the Vikings. The in especially because we keep getting gashed in the run, and we're second to last in the pass rush in the NFL. Um, it really feels like we need to, you know, maybe wait until the second round to grab a quarterback, especially with our higher flying weapons like Justin Jefferson and T.J. Hawkinson and arguably K.J. Osborne. Um, but what we really need to address is that interior defensive lineman. Which is why I've been eyeballing Johnny Newton from Illinois.
So you're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
What?
What do you mean?
Okay.
Say your shit.
No, Johnny Newton is absolutely insane. That you would think he can. Oh my god.
Dude, have you seen Johnny Newton in Illinois? He's a shit wrecker.
Yeah, he has the shit part on dial. That's about it.
I feel
But-
here's the thing. I feel like if the Vikings were to get 2 first-round picks, you would get a quarterback and the pass rusher. I just feel like, especially with this draft being as deep quarterback draft as it is, I feel you would way rather go for the quarterback over the shit wrecker if you only have 1 first-round pick, whereas if you had 2, the idea of getting both of them would be very nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, they start pouring. Give me a moment.
That's what he means.
Yeah, it really depends. Obviously, it's definitely going to depend on really where the Vikings are come draft position and all that. What assets do they have? What do they need at the point in terms of making their draft picks? They will definitely come down to that. But
Yeah, this
yeah,
Bears game is
Vikings are in a
definitely going to
very
be make or break.
most definitely.
If
All I can say is gonna break you. Alright? I'll start the shit talking now. It's gonna break you, okay?
thank you for the words of encouragement, buddy. I'm glad you could be such a great guy and just an absolute gem of a person. I hope the Bears fuck themselves to the 15th overall pick.
Thank you. See, I like that. I like that you're being real with me. I
But
like that.
Spencer, how about the Carolina Panthers? Are they gonna have a successful season now too?
Oh yeah, should we talk about how god awful the Panthers are? Because this team, I've seen Panthers fans. I've talked with Panthers fans. They are not doing well right now. They are doing even worse than I imagined.
I mean, you got to know the risks when you're trading for the first overall pick, and those risks are when you give somebody up like a DJ Moore, or especially when you're sharing multiple draft pick assets, those are assets that you're giving away that could help your quarterback. Now, I understand that they're in a position where they felt desperate, where they had to trade up. You're now gonna have to deal where you're now gonna have to look at where the guy's gonna have to overcome this team's dysfunction, and I don't think he can.
Yeah, and it really says something where I know I feel like it's a popular trend to say, "Oh, this head coach is a fraud. Oh, this guy's a fraud. No, this guy's a fraud." I'm gonna say right now, with the way things are looking, Frank Reich is looking like a fraud right now. I'm being serious when I say that. He's not been doing a good job this season. And there's been a ton of criticism towards his play calling.
Yeah, sports Twitter and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race. I'm just gonna say that.
Yes, I agree 100%, but I am also saying, like, yeah, I'm starting to think they perhaps should have kept Steve Wilkes, at least right now, because it's not looking. It's just Carolina. It feels like they're not good enough to find a way to win right now, and that's not good. That's not good when you don't have your first round pick, and there's a reason Panthers fans right now want Scott Fitterer and David Tepper's head on a pike right now. But
Right?
yeah, that says much about the Chicago Bears rental team right now.
I mean, the way how I see it.
We could always talk about the team that's just absolutely running away with the North.
Yeah, we could.
Man, what about the Seahawks? Man, I'll talk about the Vikings.
Oh, my bad.
My turn.
Yeah, your turn.
My turn. Well, and even though we've had a bye week, and we've had a nice, wonderful bye week. Bye week was completely amazing. Absolutely love this bye week. Jamal, the big thing is that this team had weirdly the best scenario for a bye week to happen. Weirdly, I say it weirdly. It was the right time for a bye week to happen. Guys are going to come back healthier. The big thing is, even though Jamal Adams was knocked out with a concussion versus the Giants, it sounds like he should be ready to go when Seattle goes to play Cincinnati this weekend. When we especially look at the game versus the Giants, the team didn't have to do much, That's to me was the funniest thing. It's like this team they didn't really have to do much at all, right? They kind of just had to exist, and things just kind of happened. They're going up against a team that has, more than a pulse. It's a team that's got way more than a pulse. You're going up against Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is, he's a good quarterback, but, has he fully recovered from his, the calf injury he sustained in the preseason? I mean, he looked like he kind of did last
game,
but that was, versus the Cardinals. Seattle has...
I mean, competitive bad team.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Competitive bad, but still a team that, when I said earlier, when Kyler does come back, I feel like Kyler's going to make this team very competitive, but that's the Cardinals.
Yeah.
This is going to be a really good matchup because we're going to have let's see. Who is the other receiver? I'm totally blanking. I know there's
Puka Nakua?
No, Jamar Chase. And who's the other guy?
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins. Is Higgins in? Or has he been ruled out?
T. Higgins. He is. Where is he? Injury updates on. I'm not sure. I'm looking for like both players. They have not been. I mean, I guess there's still not a decision yet. I guess.
Well, see, this is going to be a really good game versus two very talented wide receivers and the Seahawks secondary that is about to be fully healthy for the first time this year. Jamal Adams is going to be back and 100%. Thank goodness his injury was a concussion. It wasn't. I know head trauma is nothing to scoff at. He's going to be back on the field. I think he's ready to get going. Seattle's going to be debuting this nickel formation that I've been teasing at for so long. And we're about to see like the official debut of the Legion of Boom 2.0.
And hey, it's Seahawks game, so you know what that means. Bo, 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 bo,
Yeah.
bo.
Here's the one thing that's really nice about Jake Bobo. He's putting way more, like, when I referenced, when Chase Claypool gets cut, right? I compared the two, what Jake Bobo does versus Chase Claypool. And what I referenced was that Jake Bobo will set up those blocking plays to allow the running back get several extra yards. He is completely playing for his team right now, which is quite nice to see. Seattle's using him in good usage situations. He's really impressed with the team. It's just right now you're earning his trust right now with Geno Smith, and even a guy like Jason, he hasn't fully earned the trust of Geno Smith yet. They run lots of different formations. You have to really look at how they handle things in the back of pocket, because they will often go with two tight ends right beside Russell Wilson and the running back lining up diagonally in front of the QB. That's a formation that they've been running a lot. That's how they've managed to even just get plays where DK Metcalf can just get open and do his thing, is because Seattle's offensive structure is currently allowing him to do that, where right now they don't know, where you're tricking defenses into knowing, whether you're going to throw or run or pass, essentially. And Seattle has done an incredibly good job of disguising these plays on the O-line, and it's been really good to see. I mean, this is the best. This offense looks really, really good, even though I do say I feel like Geno Smith does kind of limit what this team can do overall. We're going to have to see what they do against the Bengals, which doesn't really have a strong secondary or defense for that matter. I like Seattle in this one by a lot. They are the underdog. They are the upset, but this game doesn't really feel like they are the upset, It's going to be a fun game. We're going to see this great defensive formation. I just hope Jamal Adams finishes this game. Let the man finish. They might get him on a pitch count too, so he can. It's for sustainability, I guess.
Best in the nation.
He may not be the best in the nation, but he's certainly we're better with him than not. That's kind of my spiel with it. We're better with him on the team than with him not on the team.
So I'm guessing you don't regret the Jamal Adams trade.
Not really. Not really. I know what he is. It's all how Pete Carroll's going to use them. I mean, he's had 2 injury-plagued seasons, which is, again, injuries are never the player's fault. So we truly can't know how he would have done in 2021 and 2022.
Yeah.
But can't wait.
So, is it time to talk about how god awful the Patriots are now?
Oh, by all means.
Did
I
you
think Bill
all
Belichick is done.
did you all see the
I
Brandon
agree.
Perna video of how the New England Patriots are quietly bad?
I don't think
Oh,
it's
it's not
quietly
quiet at
anymore.
all.
It's not quiet anymore. You're absolutely right. But Brandon made that video before the Patriots played. Yeah, their
Yeah,
dynasty is over, and I could
yeah.
not
This
be
is the
happier.
official. We have hit the fall of the. We are now in the fall of the empire. We are watching the empire crumble to ashes. And honestly, I've said this before. I mean, it is time. It is time for Belichick to call it a career. And I feel like easily in the GM department, but also it definitely feels like coaching. I feel like it's time for him to move on.
It's done.
As I've said it before, and I'll keep on saying it. This Patriots team, it reminds me of Tom Landry's final year with the Cowboys. Like there were some really bad years with the Cowboys during Tom Landry's late '80s time during the late '80s, and it feels very all too similar between the two teams.
I mean, there's no.
Just an empire that's in ruins.
Mm-hmm. I mean, with not Mac Jones, just he ain't it. He's not the
Matt
guy.
Jones is done.
He's not the
Like
guy.
it is just
Josh
finished.
McDaniels. And here's the thing: letting Josh
You know what?
McDaniels go could be
I,
the
I
worst
take
decision ever.
I as a Vikings fan, I'd be more than willing to take Mac off of their hands for a first and Kirk Cousins. No wait, Kirk Cousins to the Patriots for a first and Mac Jones.
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't think the Patriots are trying to justify competitive ability. Bill Belichick's just too old and in his ways, kinda. It's you never know the downfall of a team. And don't get me wrong, Belichick he will retire as a coach and get a gold jacket in Canton. That's the next
Yep.
destination for him.
He's already a legend. He just needs to hang it up.
It's time to hang it up. He's lost his way with the game of football. He's lost his way with the just how it is nowadays. Long gone are the days of scouting guys in FCS territory, in Div 2. Those days are over. You can't develop guys anymore. Nobody has respect for Mac Jones anymore. Which that says a lot if nobody is showing any respect for Mac Jones anymore. Like, he's a guy that takes cheap shots at players, and his team has come out and says bro, you can't do this anymore. And if it's your team coming out and saying that,
It's
It's similar to the Jets last season with Zach Wilson. They don't like him. It's very clear. The locker room does not like him.
big time.
They should just blow it up, honestly.
Oh yeah, they should. It's
They will.
rebuild time for New England.
It's time to rebuild. It's time to build a team. I don't know what else there is to do if you're this team.
Are you falling asleep, dude?
It's just end of day stuff.
Sorry, I just hear you yawning. And
I know, just end of day stuff. It really feels like they've gotten too much inside their own heads. Where we can't make up mistakes. We've been a dynasty for so long, and now that the dynasty is gone, they don't have anybody to really fill in the gaps.
I mean, they had two offensive coordinators that weren't offensive coordinators.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
It's like they've hired it's like the organization that hires their kids, and the kids has no idea what to do. And same thing when it comes with, don't get me wrong, I think Bill O'Brien's a better get, but it hasn't shown up in the stat sheet at all. You know?
So, Nick, you compared this team. You compared Sean Payton on the Broncos to Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon.
Mhm.
I'm gonna compare this to another infamous piece of media. This is the generation swine of football teams.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good comparison. That's a proper comparison.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what I'm talking about the 1997 failure of an album from Motley Crue. That was bad
Yeah,
beyond words.
yeah, really, really bad. Not knowing what they were doing. It was all you need to do is watch Todd in the Shadows Train Records video on it, and you'll get a good summary of why that album failed miserably. But yeah, that's a good comparison.
Yeah. That is a very good. But it's what we've all wanted. It's all we
Yep.
all want, but it's sad to see at the same time.
Yeah, it's like I'm just like, Bill, for the love of God, do not pull a Ric Flair and go way beyond your expiration date. Like it's time. Like
Time
just
to let
know
the young guns.
know when to call it quits, so before people get worried you're gonna die doing your job because of how old you are.
And the crazy thing is, Pete Carroll is older than him, and yet he
Yeah, I
doesn't get
know,
the.
but honestly, Pete looks younger. I'm not even gonna lie when I say that. Pete Carroll,
Yeah,
for how old he is, looks in incredible shape.
I mean, and the big difference between like Pete and Bill Belichick is like Pete still is in touch with the game. He loves undrafted players. He's somebody that he's 73. It is 100 degrees outside and he's running up and down the field. He is somebody
doing
who
that same piece of gum from when he was in college.
He's somebody that is going to be, being a quarterback and helping his other players on the team get reps. Like, who does that? So, I
Yeah,
mean,
not many.
not many. It's the difference between Belichick's. I think he's gone out of touch with Pete Carroll. Oh, he's never lost his touch. Well, yet.
Yeah.
And the big
I
thing
mean, I feel
too
like
is
Pete has been more willing to adapt, in my opinion. Like he's always been willing to adapt to the changes and stuff.
I mean, shoot, he took his shirt off for DK Metcalf.
well, he
Yeah.
does that. And again, you look at that and go, well, that's just a Pete Carroll thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a Pete Carroll thing. It's what Pete Carroll will do. He will, do stuff for his teams. That's what he's been, all about. And
I don't know. It seems like
the best part is, I think the Seattle's like when he does go into the sunset, Seattle has the next coach already ready to go in Shane Waldron.
Are you sure they don't want to give Brian Schottenheimer a chance?
Oh, good lord! He's coaching Texas. He's fine. Oh, no, yeah, Schottenheimer's coaching Texas, right?
I thought he was coaching like the Cowboys. Oh wait, no, he's in charge of the Chargers offense.
No, that's Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore. Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
Isn't he?
Kellen Moore, yeah, Kellen Moore is he's with the Chargers after getting fired by Dallas last year, or moving on, but yeah.
Shit, now I have to
that's
look.
Steve Sarkisian. Sorry, Steve Sarkisian. That's
Yeah,
the
Steve
coach that-
Sarkisian.
Now I have to look up where the fuck Brian Schottenheimer ran off to.
I think he's with Dallas, I believe.
Yeah, he's the OC for the Cowboys now.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
technically
yeah.
OC way, but I mean, I'm pretty sure McCarthy's the one calling the plays, but I'm sure Schottenheimer's just there for,
Moral support.
just,
Mike McCarthy's just like, get me my coffee.
yeah.
Big time. Big time.
But yeah, I think that does. I think we've said what said what's needed to be said about the NFL and all that chaos that's happened recently.
Oh yeah,
I
the
s-
Bears didn't
yeah,
play.
we did. Yeah, well we talked about that their last game, and
Oh
honestly,
yeah.
regarding this game, it's like, yeah, my expectations are still low entering this game. It's like this is definitely a game where it's like, especially, I feel like the Vikings have more to lose here than the Bears. If you had to ask me, because it's like, for the Bears, it's like, yeah, I want to win, but at the very least, I want and I expect to see Fields have another strong performance, considering just how many holes the Vikings defense has, and it's just the Vikings. I feel like are have more the point. Like, there's definitely more on the line here for Minnesota, because yeah, I mean, we all agree if they lose this game, it's their season is GG.
Yeah, for us, this is do or
Expectation.
die,
Yeah, but
and I'm not exactly seeing a lot of doing on the field.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, but yeah, I feel like in terms of other topics, I think we could talk about. Yeah, baseball's been happening. There's been a lot of chaos.
I like the
Lots and lots of
chaos.
chaos.
I gotta say, what the Phillies are doing, man, bell go dong. I like it when teams with 100+ seasons just completely crap the bed. Also, how the hell isn't Dave Roberts fired yet?
Yeah, it's time. It's the Dodgers and the Braves are just funny. Funny
Uh,
things have happened in
I
baseball as of late.
also
I mean, for the competitive
Castellanos
baseball.
got a home run, so obviously the
Sir,
Israel
sir,
situation.
Nick Castellanos got a home run again. He's hit the second tower.
Yeah, that's why when I saw that, it's like, yeah, I guess he'll just hit a home run deep in the left field. Just take a guess.
Castellanos.
I
Every
just love
time.
though. Yeah, every fucking time.
Mhm. I
I
mean,
just love how though seeing MLB fans and Braves fans in particular bitching about the format and stuff, it has been hysterical.
it's phenomenal. Also, too, seeing the Dodgers fans just mauling. Oh my good! I follow a couple on Twitter, and
You guys see
oh
about the
my!
Dodgers? It's the one that really
And
said it.
nobody has it back like us. Yeah.
I mean, it's not
How
even.
about their
It's like
tortured fan base?
they're
Yes,
asking to blow it the up. Like, they want to trade everybody, and I'm like, wait, you guys do realize that if you do blow this thing to smithereens, your record's going to be just as bad as the Colorado Rockies,
Rockies.
right? You do
Here's the thing.
realize.
Here's the thing. I do agree that there needs to be mounting pressure on the Dodgers front office to not only, get a team that can, make a World Series and possibly win, but also, you know, get past the second round and win an actual playoff game. 'Cause what's funny to me is the Dodgers have not won a playoff game since the Goose incident.
Mm,
Huh.
Like, they haven't won a playoff game since then. They lost 3 straight to the Padres and they got swept by the Diamondbacks. So genuinely, the way I see it, it's like, because I'm gonna say this about the Dodgers. The way I see it, look, I'm gonna be real. You could put 90% of MLB managers in that situation, in terms of like the situation the Dodgers were in with Mookie and Freddie completely shitting themselves, and the pitching being literally a toothpaste tied with a bunch of freaking tied shoes, like tied shoelaces and all that, and like, you were not gonna win with that. Like, there was no way you were gonna fucking win with that. However, I still feel like if there was any time for the Dodgers to move on from Dave Roberts, this feels like the perfect time to get a new voice.
mm-hmm. I mean, the one thing too is that didn't
Just
they
like
have a bunch of
Mario.
arms that were just completely injured? Like,
Yeah.
there was no way you're expecting guys like old men like Clayton Kershaw and Lance Lynn to go 6 or 7 innings, and they couldn't even go for 3.
Well, Kershaw didn't even make it out of the first inning. I mean, granted, I know he was injured and stuff, and obviously that was very obvious to be seen, considering how it felt like, yeah, he was just not getting those pitches that he usually gets, and it's like, yep, that's why he absolutely imploded in Game 1, and it's just like, from there, like, it completely spelled the series out for the Dodgers. Like, this team is fucked.
They had no good starting pitching, and you kind of need that to win a playoff game. And for Dodgers fans, they couldn't understand that that's what you need to be in the playoffs. Like, if you can't even have starting pitching, how are you going to win games in the playoffs? Where teams think of like teams like the Diamondbacks. They had starting pitching. They had starters that were able to go deep. Same thing with the Phillies. They have pitchers that are able to go deep. Same things with the Astros, Rangers. They've got pitchers that can go deep into games. And if the Dodgers
the Brewers had pitchers that could go deep into games, and then
you didn't have the offense to back it up, which
like
is the story of your life, right?
Yeah, we don't know how to hit, like.
I mean, I just hope you guys focus on developing hitting in your prospect pool, or else you guys are completely screwed.
Yeah, we need fucking.
I'll say this though with the
I
Dodgers.
almost made such a problematic joke.
Yeah. I'll say this though with the Dodgers, because I know damn well who the Dodgers are definitely looking at getting this offseason. I already know they will pay him whatever they need to do in order to get him. But I'm gonna say this: if the Dodgers have a new manager, and they overhaul stuff, they do what they need to do, and despite all of that, they're still in the same position next postseason where they get eliminated in the divisional round. I'll say it then. I would not be if that happens for a third straight year. I think you do have to consider the possibility of nuking shit. I'm just saying. I don't think that's out of the question at that point, because you're stuck in the same fucking position you've been for so many years.
My whole thing against that though is, would you try to retool everything and not get Ohtani with the prospect of, hey, if we don't do it this year, we blow it up? Because then Ohtani, MLB right now, I don't think they would want to put Shohei Ohtani in the same situation where he's just not in the playoffs.
I agree.
Him in the playoffs.
I agree. It's just the Dodgers are at a point in time where it's like, this has really gotten really bad. Like, you really need to do something drastic in order to overhaul this team's success in the postseason, because it's not working. Yeah. What they've been doing, it's not working.
It has not been working for this team. You're absolutely right.
And the Dodgers, it's like, you know what? Honestly, I feel like Dodgers, it's like, yep, well, we're gonna see. You better really be overhauling a lot this offseason, because but hey, I guess at least the Dodgers aren't the only pissed off NL fan base right now, because I just know damn well the Atlanta Braves have definitely not helped their reputation within the past week, not just from fans' reactions, but also player reactions.
Boy, what are
they?
I believe they're coping and seething.
Yes, coping and thieving. Attaboy, Braves, attaboy.
You really think that you guys were going to beat the Diamondbacks? The Diamondbacks would have completely smoked them.
Well, we're talking Braves here.
Yeah, the Braves. Yeah, the Diamondbacks would have smoked them if you
were
conceding. Phillies.
Oh. Yes, we're talking Braves, Phillies.
Yeah, I know. Talking about the game, Braves. I'm saying they're bitching about the reseeding process. I'm saying the Diamondbacks would have smoked them.
Well, my thing with Atlanta is, this is a historic offense we're talking about. Great season for them. Yes, I know they have some injuries to pitching, but it's amazing to me that, honestly, yeah, their pitching had some flaws here and there, but it was not the true reason they lost this series. They lost this series because their offense went cold. And now you got the fan base bitching about how the playoff format is a Mickey Mouse format.
Good teams overcome bad situations.
Yeah, and I just love I just really love how the Braves have kind of tanked their reputation this week because, as I said, players were talking a mad amount of shit and it ended up exploding spectacularly in their faces. And clearly, it seems like Atlanta Braves fans are not exactly Braves players are not exactly willing to admit that, yeah, we fucked up badly, except for some. Like, there's obviously been some players. I know Strider had a great response. I know, certain players have, done what they need to do, but oh man, that quote from Orlando Arcia is going to be haunting them for a long time.
Yeah. Like what Bryce Harper did too. When he hit a nuke, he was looking at him, like there was
Yeah.
like sheer hatred in his eyes. Looked like dead on looking at
Yeah.
him. That
Now the narrative with this team is the Phillies own the Braves. Like, really, they just own Atlanta.
I can agree to that statement.
Yeah. And I'm just wondering if you're Atlanta, it's like, well, what do you do now? Because it's like, because this is one of the best teams in baseball easily, but it's like, damn, they cannot get over a Philadelphia-sized hump in the road.
Get
Or
Ohtani.
Philadelphia-sized bump in the road.
Get Ohtani. That's if.
And by the way, they're not getting Ohtani though, but genuinely, I do love the meme that compared the flirting and harassment meme between the Atlanta Braves and the Green Bay Packers, because there is an argument to be made. The Atlanta Braves are the Green Bay Packers of baseball
Agreed.
in terms of their success, in terms of championships and stuff, and how much talent they've had.
Agreed. But I mean, they have won a World Series recently, so.
Yeah, but they win one World Series and then they don't, win another World Series with that core. Similar to the Packers winning a Super Bowl with a great quarterback, then never winning another one again with that quarterback. But yeah, AL happened. Astros took care of business against the Twins. Good on the Twins for beating the Astros once, but unfortunately, Astros were just too talented, and the Rangers are looking like a team of destiny right now, I gotta say.
I hate it. I don't like it. I talk too much shit.
Yeah, the Rangers. I know it sucks for the Orioles, but I just knew that the Rangers were a bad matchup for them. Not just in terms of I've said, if the Rangers can click, I've said this before, if the Rangers can click, they can make a World Series run, in my opinion. I don't got them winning, but I can see them making a World Series run if they keep on clicking, which they have so far. And the Orioles, unfortunately, I had a feeling that inexperience was going to kill them, especially against the Rangers team that has some very experienced players in the postseason, and the fact that their manager has voodoo magic, let's not lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Rangers Astros should be fun. Texas ALCS should be interesting, and Diamondbacks Phillies will be chaos. And I just want to say this because I name dropped them while talking about baseball, and I completely forgot to mention the fact that, oh yeah, the Packers embarrassed themselves on Monday. We forgot to talk about that.
That's kind of funny. The Packers.
Jordan Love is bad. I'm just gonna say it. He's bad.
It's
All I can
not
say
looking.
they all lost to Jimmy G. They lost to Jimmy G. That's how bad it was.
They're owned by Jimmy G. That sums things up.
I thought Jordan Love was going to be, a B-level quarterback. But I feel like there's a lot of expectations just placed on Jordan Love to be like Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers when he's not that yet. I mean, let's look at the first year with Aaron Rodgers. They went 6-10.
Yeah, I will say though, but what's really concerning is it's not really the record, it's more the fact that Love looked really bad. Like against the Raiders, against that Raiders defense, he looked really bad. And it's like
3 interceptions, including an absolute duck to end the game.
yeah, and it's just that it's games like that, knowing who you're playing, that really make it a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
But as I said, if you're Jordan Love, I would suggest to him you better hope that you better hope the Bears game arrives quicker because he's gonna need. I feel like he's gonna need that game to arrive real soon.
Yeah, 1000%.
And by the way, I love how we're talking through all this. The fact that Colorado has nearly blown this game against Stanford.
No.
It's 36-33 Colorado.
What the hell? Pac-12 after dark.
Yep, Pac-12 after dark moment.
Big time. This is Stanford, Colorado. What doing there, buddy? What y'all doing, I mean, they have the ball. They're moving, I guess. So
They are moving. They are moving it with like
4:41
4.5
left. So kind of funny though. Kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully Jordan Love can rebound, and if not, well, that's a damn shame. Packers can be bad for a while. Just
I
remember,
want to look at their schedule.
don't commit unalive when your sports team is doing bad. If you ever feel suicidal when watching your sports teams, it's time to turn the TV off and stop watching sports.
Yep. 100%. I just gotta say, it is funny that, and it's funny knowing who will be reacting to this game, but, yeah, the Packers' next game is against the Broncos.
Oh.
That sounds like a certified funny game waiting to happen.
Packers versus the Broncos.
Eventually, when Vikings Broncos becomes a thing,
Are we gonna see Brandon Perna and Tom Grossi in the same room again?
Yep.
Oh my god, yes.
Raise the chaos.
It's not even for the chaotic standpoint. It is. I was so happy when they first were able to meet IRL together. They're just
By the way, Broncos are playing the Vikings in November.
Yeah, that should be a real shit show too.
Yep.
Who's gonna want to lose more?
That's true. That is true, folks. Truer words have never been said. Truer. Also, everybody, hockey's back.
Yeah. We can talk about our hockey team.
We don't need to hear Aiden do a cover of the Whopper song.
Thank God.
Yay! Though you get to hear me talk about the Minnesota Wild. They're good. Especially Joel Eriksson-Ek. I think maybe he's finally able to step up and be our center number 1, which is exciting news.
Yep, you just have to wait till the Russians want to. Well, I mean, let's be real. Kirill Kaprizov is never setting foot in Russia ever again.
Oh yeah, we're keeping our boys safe for a very long while. I can smell it in my bones.
Kirill will never. That's a shitty thing though.
He's never touching Russian soil so long as we live.
Yeah, until the whole Ukraine situation. Well, no, for life. I think as long as he remains in Minnesota Wild, he's never, which is kind of shitty too. He's never the man's never gonna go home, which is unfortunate.
Well, if that's, you know what, be Kaprizov, do crimes, eh?
Yeah. Kraken. We've scored 1 goal in 6 periods. I miss some players, man. I forget who scored the second goal. Who scored for the first goal that was on Bedard's? Ryan Donato. I miss Ryan Donato. I wish we had Ryan Donato. This team's better with Ryan Donato on this team than without. I mean, just not even that. The top line of Beniers and McCann, they're not clicking at all. Just nothing's working.
And you can imagine Nick Man is excited about the Golden Knights because he has the Vegas Golden Giga Chad as his profile picture again.
Yes. Right now, first two games, I mean, Golden Knights did what they had to do, take care of business. We reacted to the Kraken game. It did very. Vegas did what they had to do very well, and yesterday, against Sharks, I mean, it was 1-1 late in the second. And it was like it definitely felt like Vegas was trying to do a bit too much, but once they took over, it was like, yeah, like I mean, scoring two goals in like 30 seconds late in the second period. It's like, yeah, they got this on lock. So Hill looked great. Thompson looked great. So going to be interesting to see how our goalie rotation looks, because it seems that they're doing the 1A 1B rotation, which I'm okay with, because Hill and Thompson are both very talented goalies. So I mean, only other noteworthy thing to talk about is the fact that Brett Howden got suspended 2 games for that hit on Tanev, and it's like, yeah, I don't blame. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for suspending him. I mean, I gotta say this. Credit to the Golden Knights fan base. I have not really seen any Knights fan try and say like, oh, that's a
Tanev
bullshit
deserved it.
suspension. Yeah, that's a bullshit suspension. Like, no, honestly, like Vegas fans agree. Like, yeah, I mean, he didn't mean it intentionally, but still, like that's a hit that's gonna get you suspended. So yeah, you just take it on the chin. But Golden Knights, it's like, yeah, you know what, gonna be. I mean, last year this Knights team got off to a hot start. Not surprising to see that it's looking like Vegas could potentially be off to another hot start. So hopefully that is the case to start this season.
Yeah. Canucks beat the Oilers 8-1.
Yeah, Canucks Oilers.
Sure. I mean, on top of that too, big note. I thought Thatcher. I was sweating a little bit. Thatcher Demko's okay. He was just dealing with some sickness. He left the game early, and it's like, well, he was throwing up on his helmet. Time to. I mean, he should have not been starting in the first place because I mean, Scott's service philosophy. It's a long season.
You know what I could go for right now? Some lemonade.
Good point, but we're almost done.
Sorry, I just got a random, like...
I get random thoughts. Don't worry, I get random thoughts all the time, too. Without surprise, the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'm ready for this. This is going to be one abusive season against my mental health.
I'm gonna say it. Steve Daniels' dog not catching that third treat is gonna be what haunts the Maple Leafs this season.
God damn it, you're right. You're in the thing. You know what the funny thing too is that you're.
Oh yeah, since we're talking about hockey, all I gotta say is this: we're getting Celebrini.
Celebrini the protected first overall pick this year? I haven't heard anybody being like, there's not a consensus one yet.
Yeah, people are saying Celebrini is gonna be the consensus first overall.
Okay.
Sounds tasty, honestly.
Hey yo, Celebrini, what you do?
You know, a little bit of Celebrini with a side of antipasto.
Yeah, a little bit of Celebrini ain't gonna hurt anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
A little bit of gabagoo on top.
But yeah, if you're the Sharks, get ready to learn tanking, buddy.
I'm used to it.
Time.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with the Sharks, though, like, this is, I don't think they have any tradable assets left, really.
But yeah, interesting stat from last night. Philip Gustafsson with 46 saves on that shutout.
So actually,
third most
thank
saves ever in a shutout.
Very nice. Very nice for Mr. Gustafsson.
All aboard the Gus bus.
Yeah. All aboard. Also, Stanford's moving the ball. They're at mid.
They are. They are driving.
Oh boy, Colorado. Come on. Don't blow this, Colorado. How is Shedeur Sanders leading the college football in passing yards and sacks is a wild stat. It's just probably the most wild stat of all.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I heard how many sacks he had taken entering into tonight, and it's like, yeah, if you put that, like, in an average in, like, an NFL full season, he would be on pace to take, like, 80 sacks in a season.
Yeah, if you put that on pace, on an NFL pace, you just get Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Or you get, like, the freaking,
Daniel Jones.
or David Carr, I believe.
Andrew Luck early in the early
Yeah.
years.
Third down for Stanford. Caught. Oh, is he going to get the first down? I think he did. He did. 45-yard line of Colorado with 37 seconds remaining.
Colorado, stop it. Stop it.
Oh dear lord, will Colorado blow it?
Is there a flag?
Chocorado.
Never mind, no flag.
Wow.
34, 33. Stanford throws, incomplete.
Well, that's okay. Not the end of the world. Clock stops then. They're almost within field goal range to at least send this to overtime.
Yep, 30 seconds left. Stanford has one timeout left. They are at the Colorado 45-yard line.
Yeah, at least get 15 yards to make it.
Oh, what's the score?
36-33, Colorado over Stanford.
It's close. We'll go when the game. We'll be done when the game ends.
Oh, he's scrambling. Stanford quarterback scrambling, throws. He's got a man. He's got a man down to around the 30. 22 seconds remain.
Colorado, what are you doing right now? It's not funny. Because now they're within a good field goal range. They're at the 29.
19, 18, clock ticking. They're going to snap. Oh, he nearly got sacked. Oh, my God, he nearly got sacked. And Stanford still has the one timeout, but that nearly went badly for them. But he did throw. He did manage to get it off, so 15 seconds left. Stanford down by 3. Inside the 30, and they have one timeout.
There's a couple plays that you can do, not to mention they're well within field goal range.
Yeah.
They're well within, which is really good. Man, don't tell me. Oh, incomplete. 15 seconds left. 3rd and 10.
Yep. Here we go. Throws. In trouble. He throws. He's just going to throw it away.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be 3rd down with 9 seconds left.
3rd and 10. And you gotta do what you gotta do.
Good God. Imagine if Stanford scores a touchdown here somehow, some way.
Oh, they brought it for 1 yard. 9 seconds left. I guess they're gonna run the clock down and kick a field goal. Oh boy.
Yep. Oh yeah, he just ran. Yep. All right. So field goal will probably be around 46, 47 yards.
Really hard at the collegiate level.
Yeah, not a guarantee, but still a field goal that can definitely be made.
It's doable. I feel like this is the equivalent of like a 54-plus yarder field goal, sort of equivalent.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We shall see.
5 seconds.
5 seconds to send this game into a potential overtime. To keep the show going. Please miss the field goal. I want to go to bed. Well, I mean, if it goes to break, we'll probably end it after regulation. I'll probably just go straight to bed anyways, because I'm an old man. And
It's for me too. It's almost 2 a.m. here.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
See, this is why we all need to go to Albert. No, I'm kidding. I kid. I make a joke. Oh my god.
If anywhere, I'd be moving to Chicago.
Oh my God, he
They
made
tied
it.
it.
Oh my God.
They made it. No shot. Colorado. Holy crap. Damn. Holy crap. Well, anyways, that's gonna do it for us today. And we'll see you guys next
And
week.
if you feel disappointed by us ending it now, support us on somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
give me $1 or something.
Just watch us, I guess, for 10 seconds. Anyways, bye.